Be careful taking the monthly child tax credit payments. Just because you qualify for them does not mean you should actually take them. Let's talk about how it's going to work. Starting on July 15th, qualifying families will start receiving monthly payments up to $300 per kid age 0 through 5, $250 per kid ages 6 to 17. You will receive the full amount if you make less than $75,000 single, $112,500 head of household, and $150,000 married filing jointly. Now, the IRS is using your older income information, either your 2019 or your 2020 tax return, to see if you meet these income limits. Now, the actual credit that you're receiving, it depends on your 2021 income. So you actually won't know the full credit that you qualify for until you file your taxes in 2022. So there are two groups that should consider opting out of these monthly payments. One, people's income that drastically increased in 2021 should consider opting out because, once again, the IRS is looking at your 2019 and your 2020 income to see if you're below those limits to receive like the full amount. But let's say if your income is like super high, right? So they look at your 2020 tax return and it's like, okay, it's $75,000. You're filing single, $75,000, so you should receive the full amount. But let's say in 2021, let's say you make $1 million. Well, then you wouldn't qualify. You might have to pay that money back when you file your taxes in 2022. So group number one is people whose income drastically increased should consider opting out. Group number two, people might also receive too much money if they are no longer having a qualifying dependent or child in 2021, but they accurately claim the same child on a 2019 or 2020 tax return. This might be the case for parents at alternate years, right? So the IRS is looking at the 2020 tax return. They're like, okay, there's a kid there. We're going to issue these monthly payments. But when you go to file your 2021 tax return in 2022 and there's no kid there, the IRS might ask you to pay back that money. And I say might because there is a safe harbor, also known as a child tax credit loophole. And what this safe harbor says is that, hey, this parent does not have to pay this money back if the parent files single makes less than $40,000, files head of household makes less than $50,000, or files married filing jointly, it makes less than $60,000. If you're married filing separately, you either fall under the single category or the head of household category if you are claiming a dependent. Now, the IRS is expected to release a portal in a couple of weeks, they said this summer, that will allow you to decline or opt out of these monthly payments. You will also be able to add the birth of a child and update your banking information. If you choose to opt out of the monthly payments, you will receive the full entire amount of the child tax credit when you file your taxes in 2022. If you choose not to opt out of the monthly payments, there is no action that you need to take in order to receive these monthly payments. Most families will start receiving these monthly payments, like I said, on July 15th. You will receive half of the credit, half of your child tax credit in 2021. You will receive the other half of the child tax credit when you file your taxes in 2022. I am Duke Loves Taxes, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Follow my page, subscribe to my channel to stay educated.